to the kill zone.
I feel the silence chasing me. Shadows follow me everywhere I go. Danger's near, I can feel it.
Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Welcome to the kill zone. Welcome to the kill zone.
I feel the silence chasing me. Shadows follow me everywhere I go. Danger's near, I can feel it.
Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Welcome to the kill zone. Welcome to the kill zone.
I feel the silence chasing me. Shadows follow me everywhere I go. Danger's near, I can feel it.
Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone.
There's a silence screaming in the dark.
to the kill zone.
I feel the silence chasing me. Shadows follow me everywhere I go. Danger's near, I can feel it.
Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Welcome to the kill zone.
I feel the silence chasing me. Shadows follow me everywhere I go. Danger's near, I can feel it.
Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Welcome to the kill zone. Welcome to the kill zone.
I feel the silence chasing me. Shadows follow me everywhere I go. Danger's near, I can feel it.
Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone.
There's a silence screaming in the dark.
kill zone. Welcome to the kill zone.
I feel the silence chasing me. Shadows follow me everywhere I go. Danger's near, I can feel it.
Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Kill zone. Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone.
There's a silence screaming in the dark. Footsteps echo when I fall apart. Eyes behind me, I can feel the weight.
Say my name, feel that flame.
Welcome to the kill zone. Danger's near, I can feel it.
Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Kill zone. Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Welcome to the kill zone. Welcome to the kill zone.
I feel the silence chasing me. Shadows follow me everywhere I go. Danger's near, I can feel it.
Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Kill zone. Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone.
There's a silence screaming in the dark. Footsteps. 'Cause I fall apart. Eyes behind me, I can feel the weight. Welcome to the kill zone. 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 Welcome to the kill zone.
Say my name, feel that flame.
Welcome to the kill zone. Danger's near, I can feel it.
Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Welcome to the kill zone. Welcome to the kill zone.
I feel the silence chasing me. Shadows follow me everywhere I go. Danger's near, I can feel it.
Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone.
There's a silence screaming in the dark. Footsteps echo when I fall apart. Eyes behind me, I
Welcome to the kill zone. Kill zone. Welcome to the kill zone.
Feel the silence chasing me. Shadows follow me everywhere I go. Danger's near, I can feel it.
Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Kill zone. Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone.
There's a silence screaming in the dark. Footsteps echo when I fall apart. Eyes behind me, I can feel the weight.
Say my name, feel that flame.
Welcome to the kill zone. Danger's near, I can feel it.
Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Kill zone. Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Welcome to the kill zone. Kill zone. Welcome to the kill zone.
Feel the silence chasing me. Shadows follow me everywhere I go. Danger's near, I can feel it.
Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Kill zone. Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone.
There's a silence screaming in the dark. Footsteps echo when I fall apart. Eyes behind me, I can feel the weight.
Say my name, feel that flame.
Welcome to the kill zone.
Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone.
Danger's near, I can feel it.
Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Kill zone. Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Welcome to the kill zone. Kill zone. Welcome to the kill zone.
Feel the silence chasing me. Shadows follow me everywhere I go. Danger's near, I can feel it.
Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Kill zone. Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone.
There's a silence screaming in the dark.
to the kill zone.
I feel the silence chasing me. Shadows follow me everywhere I go. Danger's near, I can feel it.
Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Welcome to the kill zone.
I feel the silence chasing me. Shadows follow me everywhere I go. Danger's near, I can feel it.
Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Welcome to the kill zone. Welcome to the kill zone.
I feel the silence chasing me. Shadows follow me everywhere I go. Danger's near, I can feel it.
Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone.
There's a silence screaming in the dark.
Welcome to the kill zone.
I feel the silence chasing me. Shadows follow me everywhere I go. Danger's near, I can feel it.
Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Kill zone. Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone.
There's a silence screaming in the dark. Footsteps echo when I fall apart. Eyes behind me, I can feel the weight.
Say my name, feel that flame.
Welcome to the kill zone. Danger's near, I can feel it.
Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Kill zone. Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Welcome to the kill zone. Kill zone. Welcome to the kill zone.
I feel the silence chasing me. Shadows follow me everywhere I go. Danger's near, I can feel it.
Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Kill zone. Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone.
There's a silence screaming in the dark. Footsteps echo when I fall apart. Eyes behind me, I can feel the weight.
Say my name, feel that flame.
Welcome to the kill zone.
No. No, I have not. I'm not a big streamer. But we are live right now. What the fuck happened to it? Oh, there we go. Ooh, cheesecake is good. To answer your question, I feel good and shit at the same time. Because I had a good day streaming, hanging out with people, playing some Helldivers. I now get to do D&D, which is like my favorite thing in the world, with 3 people that I really care about. But I got a call from my landlord a couple of hours ago to tell me that he's not renewing my lease, so I have until the 8th of August to find somewhere else to live. Less than a month. Because he broke up with his girlfriend and now he wants to move into the room that I'm in. So yeah. Feel good and shit at the same time. Yeah, he says he's gonna try and help me find a place to live, and I asked him if I can move in downstairs where him and his girlfriend were staying, in like the storage locker until I find somewhere better. But he didn't really give me definitive yes on that one. So tomorrow will be 12 hours of me applying for places and updating my rental profile. Yeah, I had 2 months last time and I still ended up homeless for about 5 weeks. This time I have less money than I had last time. But yeah, I'm not worried about it. I'll find somewhere. God will look out for me. But anyway, for right now, we have a D&D session to run. So, as usual, I'll start with, is anybody want to raise anything about last session or rules or really anything at all to do with D&D? Yes, cheesecake is fucking good. I can't eat it anymore, but it is good. Alrighty. Perfecto. Now I'm just going to speak to you directly, chat. I'm not certain how well this will work with you actually seeing what's happening. So if it messes up, please just fucking scream at me so I can fix it. Which flavor of oak would you go for? Get a bit of oak sap in you there. No, they don't. It's an Aussie brand only. Or banana, or vanilla, or lime, or any other fucking flavor. You can't go wrong with Nesquik. Someone shoot him. That's the best way to drink it. Morning, gorgeous. Welcome to the stream. I have never had a milkshake from Krispy Kreme. What is the yard? Oh, how did I not get that? Alright, I'm going to do a quick recap. Yeah, they're going to clip it and dox you. I don't think... Actually, they can't hear you guys right now. I haven't turned it on. So, I should ask that. Do you guys mind being transmitted? I don't have you on at the moment. Fuck. Been muted for ages and I'm talking. God damn it. I've got it on push to mute, not hold to mute. Where's the keybind? So question, I don't have you guys transmitting through the stream. I'm not capturing Discord audio. Do you mind if I do, or would you prefer not to be? I don't give a shit. I don't care. If anybody does have qualms about it, say so, and I won't. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Alrighty, awesome. I will turn it on. Now everybody can hear your bullshit. Thank you very much for the follow, Rob. I appreciate that a lot. I'll turn that down a little bit. Fucking, where's the keybinds for Discord? I'm so dumb. Toggle. Is that... No, that's... Alright, there we go. Sorry, I fixed it. I have fixed it now. That won't get me banned. Transmitted, are we on military comms? A little bit, Rob. I talk in weird ways, alright? Alright, so we'll do a quick recap. Last session, you guys finished up the siege and returned to Habrasig with your party of bandits. Upon returning to Habrasig, unfortunately, you discovered that Fredesca has randomly disappeared through some sort of magical kidnapping that you didn't really figure out exactly what happened, but you got enough clues to realize she got kidnapped using some sort of teleportation magic. And through the use of Frandesca's own luck blade, you wished to know her location inadvertently and discovered it in the swamp. Towards the end of the session, while on your way to the swamp, you set camp for the night and left your undead companions to stand guard. Unfortunately, they're not very good at it, at least not tonight, and you got ambushed by what seems to be the mist itself. You're not sure exactly what is killing you, but something in the mist is eating upon you as you sleep. Some of you are still asleep, but most of you are awake. And it is here at the top of round 3 of combat, with Franklin going first, that we will kick things off. Let me pull up some combat music to fit. Yes, everybody got woken up by somebody doing something. One of the companions woke everybody up. I'm not. Why is Raktish and the Necroskeleton blinded? I forget. I don't know why they're blinded, so I'm going to get rid of it because I don't remember. My note. I don't have anything about that in my notes. But everybody is waking up. Yes. Franklin pops up out of bed. Now, keep in mind that you do not have any weapons equipped at this time. They're stashed inside your tents, so you have to pick them up. As Franklin peeks his head outside the door, he doesn't see anything. He just sees a very thick mist obscuring his view. But he does hear something. To his left, on the outside of his tent, he can hear a coming from something around the corner that he can't quite see. Alright, yep, so he spends his action and his bonus action to pick up both daggers and equip them, and then runs out. Yep, Alright, he moves out away from the fire into the mist, and yeah, can't see anything. I forgot to make actual... Alright. Nibbler, you feel something seeping through your armor into your hair, and it is biting you, but you can't actually see what this thing is. Something is biting you, and you can feel it on your body, on your skin. Yep. You stand up. Alright, before you do that, as you stand up and move out of your bed, you can feel like hands dragging across your skin as you step up, and they let go, and whatever was in the mist that was holding on to you is left in your sleeping bag, and it's gripping onto your feet right now. So you realize there's a creature somewhere in your sleeping bag. Alright, throw me a punch at disadvantage, because you're doing this essentially blind. You can't see it. I believe so. Alrighty. So your punch itself doesn't directly collide with this thing. It passes right through whatever it is. But the shockwave of your punch does all the damage. You hit it. You hit it, and as you hit it, it reveals itself. It coils back, and you see now a humanoid figure, or a humanoid, almost snake-like figure in the mist, made of mist. And you hit it for 24 points of... Sorry, 11 points of bludgeoning and 13 points of force. Let me check their resistances. No, it is not prone. It's immune to being prone. It does not have a physical form. So... It takes 18 points of damage from your blow, and you realize that your fist did hit it a little bit. It passed through it and did a little damage, but what really hurt it was the concussive blow that comes from your enchanted knuckle dusters, or from your necklace, whichever one it is, where the force comes from. That part of the blow is what really did the damage to it. And about half, if not more, of the mist gets blown away and dissipates. Alrighty. Still disadvantage. 2 potential nat 20s. That was a 9, so he rolled slightly higher. Alright, this time you do 2 bludgeoning and 13 force. So you do 14 more damage. How do you do this? As you obliterate the mist. You definitely feel the creature's mist let go of your legs, and you actually watch as the faint outline of the humanoid you can see bursts into a puff of mist and dissipates, and all that's left in front of you is the heavy mist that was there before. The creature seems to be gone. Fang, it is your turn. Yep. Blood can see it. It'll be at disadvantage. Doesn't matter, it's a crit fail. Oh, I gotta get up my crit fail. Alright, please roll me a d100 for the crit fumble. Or did I automate it? I'd added the automation. I don't have to do it manually. That's right. Plan and think. So, Blood falls prone. So she stood up and then fell prone again. And misses. It is a miss. So yeah, Smelsy can see this creature in the mist. It looks like a human woman, but its eyes grow slightly red and her fingernails extend much further than they really should. And they don't curl like you would expect. They stay straight, almost like claws. You're going to spend half your movement to stand up? Yep. I need to make Raktish not hostile to you guys anymore. So you can move through him. Yep. Roll me either, depending on, you can access your knowledge of natural creatures or your knowledge of arcane creatures. One or the other, you choose. But you've never directly seen this creature before, you can't recall it automatically. Arcana. Okay. You have not seen a mist creature like this before, based on what you know about it, but you do know of such mist creatures existing of different types. They're usually elementals, but not all of them. What this one is, you're unsure, but it seems to be attacking life forces. It almost seems to be totally ignoring the undead companions. Alrighty, you flick a bit of holy water from your flask. Right, you throw your water and it sails through the mist, but completely misses this thing. Darius, it is your turn. You can definitely feel a mist that is clawing its way across your body. Does not seem to trigger an attack of opportunity. It is indeed. Do keep in mind, if Acheron does this, he will be ripping through the tent that you're currently in and will destroy your tent. Ah, the vampire spawn. Yes, okay. Yeah, Acheron can see over the tents, he's that big. Yes, so that cancels out to normal because of the mist. That's a hit. Alrighty, you do 12 piercing and 4 necrotic. Alright, that deals that much. Acheron bites into this thing with his teeth, and it seems mostly unaffected by it. It still takes some damage, but nowhere near as much as you expected. Hits it again. Another 3 damage for the last one. Another 3 damage. Alright, the creature looks like it took a little bit of damage, but it seems still fairly healthy. Our first crit. The crit was on the saving throw. Half as much damage. And it's psychic damage, targeting the mist. Yeah, 5 damage to the mist as Nisha whips it with her mind. The skeleton can't see very well in the mist. That's a hit for 3 points of damage. cast Strangulation. It fails the con saving throw.
If it doesn't die from this, it also is meant to have extra damage from me using a necrotic spell on it. Not sure if it's already had it. D12 from drain.
Yeah, it should have an additional d12 built into it because it's a single target spell. So you can roll that d12 now, and I'll add it in. So that's a 34 reduced down to 16. Oh no, sorry, 17. You Alright. Acheron comes and bites and slashes the spawn. The rest of them unleash their attacks, not doing a whole lot. Darius, you reach out with your necrotic energy and you attempt to strangle this mist. And this thing that was in your bed and climbing all over you recoils as you watch the necrotic energy grab it by the throat. And you feel like you gave it enough power that it should have killed it, but for whatever reason, this thing resisted your effect. Resisted that damage. Yeah. I believe you have a ring that's giving you that. It's probably in your bag of holding.
Good point. Well, regardless, the thing I was going to do, because I don't know where it is, was Misty Step, but
You're getting that from your weapon.
oh, by the way, creatures that were near me, did they make a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw? And can they be frightened? Just to say what I have on my weapon.
They can be frightened. I totally forgot about that effect. I'll need to add that aura to your token. So I'll get him to make a con save. He failed. Alright, as you step away, he does an opportunity attack against you. That doesn't stop him from fighting you. No, it just gives it disadvantage. Except it it doesn't do an attack roll. It just touches you. And you have to make a no. Alright, you succeed the Constitution saving throw. Alright, so nothing happens to you. The mist that you just left comes towards you. Acheron gets an opportunity attack against it as it moves past. Normal, because flanking. That's a hit. For 5 points of damage. And it is targeting you with a life drain again. So you take 11 points of damage and have your maximum hit points reduced by 11 temporarily. Why is this? And the mist heals for 10 hit points. Actually, I apologize. I can't do any of that because it's frightened. It can't move towards you. Well, because it can't move towards you, it's going to try to run away. I'm going to keep it taking the damage as it exits into the darkness. This mist is gonna go after Fang. Fang, you feel a mist climb up inside your clothing and then sink its misty fangs into your flesh. I should be in combat. He's a late sleeper. Alright. You succeed on the con save, so nothing happens. This thing is going to bite and claw Smellsy. Yeah. It's gonna bite first. At advantage. Because you are blinded by the mist and it doesn't seem to be. He's not suffering from the blinded condition because it messes with your ability to see what's going on with your tokens, but you're all got obscured vision by the mist. But these creatures don't seem to be obscured by the mist. They seem to be able to see through it perfectly fine. And that's a hit for 12 points of damage and then a claw. And because you're technically blinded by the mist and they're not, they get advantage. And another 5 points of damage. Franklin, it's your turn. As a giant fuck off boss wolf werewolf thing came closer.
He's just gonna walk around the corner because he's a little bit terrified. I would say that he doesn't feel like this thing is aggressive towards him. He just looks intimidated.
It's probably a bit confusing for him because he had to fight that thing not that long ago.
Yeah, he's confused. Does he see anything when he walks around here?
He can see the vampire spawn. Can see this, what initially from the back looks like a beautiful but poorly dressed woman with black hair. But as he gets closer to it and it turns around, he can see her skin is a deeply grey, kind of pasty colour. Her fingernails look like massive claws. She's got fanged teeth as she opens her mouth and snarls at him, and her eyes glow a slight red.
He's gonna be like, ah! And just gonna flank it.
Alright, it'll be normal because he got flanking. Alright, that's a total of 2 hits for a total of 6 damage. And Franklin will notice, because Franklin did see Acheron lean over the tent and bite down, and he heard the sickening crunch and pierce of flesh. But as he started attacking this thing, he realized there are no bite marks or claw marks on its flesh anywhere. And he slices it 2 cuts across the chest. Yes, it looks like it hurt it, not very much. Like he slashed right across its chest, and the cut only appeared about halfway. But what he does notice is that the cut that he did make is slowly beginning to close up. Such your turn, Franklin.
Well, that's everything in his turn, so he's just experienced. Can't do anything.
Alright. Raktish is gonna stand up. And he's gonna come outside, pick up his longsword, and stand there and wait for his next turn, because he can't do anything. Nibblade, it's your turn. You can't see any monsters at the moment. You can make a perception check to try and perceive some of them through the mist. Figure out where they are. You can see the foggy shape of Acheron attacking something off in the distance. Over here. That's about it. That's the only thing that would really stand out without a perception check. Alright, roll me a perception. Alright, you squint your eyes and perceive through the mist. You can see that there is a humanoid mist figure essentially swirling itself like a snake around Fang's body and coming up over the top of him and trying to sink its mouth and teeth into his neck. You can just spot the small creature that Acheron is attacking over here in the distance. And you can see the misty trails of one of them fleeing somewhere over here into the mist. And that's the only three things you spot. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Crit fail. Nothing special. You stumble slightly but recover quickly. No penalties. Bonus action. Yes. Alrighty. Fang, because you've been in combat with this thing for a few seconds now, you can see it as well. You can see its body twirling around you like a snake. And you can feel its hands on your shoulders and its teeth trying to enter your neck. Didn't succeed last time, but it's definitely trying. It's hungry.
So, this creature is all around me, right? Just want to make that clear and nasty.
Yes.
Trying to touch my skin, is doing all that.
Yep.
So, the next time it tries to bite me, it'll also be biting from holy water. I grab holy water flask and pour it all over.
Alright. Yep. Make an attack with that, because I will say that you have... It'll drip down off you onto the body that's curled around you. Alright, that hits. An 11 is enough. Oh, no, sorry, there, AC's 13. That misses. But, yep, you are covered. So if it bites you, it will suffer the effects of holy water. Use your hero die. Okay. Alright, you just make it. Alright, you pour this water over your head to douse yourself, and you can see the droplets going through its body, and it shirks out the way, but you lift your leg up and force the droplets into its body, and it takes 7 points of radiant. And you can't hear it, it makes no noise, but you can definitely see it recoil and screech in pain as the water touches it. Oh, that was almost a 1. Alright, that's a hit. For 6 points of piercing damage as blood snaps at the mist. That's a miss. Darius, it is your turn. How long does that frightened last from your thingy?
How long is a minute?
It's 10 turns.
There you go. So,
Bonus action.
Given that I've bitten the vampires before, would I be able to perceive it better, smelling my own saliva after
Sorry, explain that again.
assuming that my saliva, Akron's saliva, has a potent smell to it?
No, no, it doesn't. He's undead. He doesn't have saliva. He's undead though. He doesn't have body fluids.
There's no body fluids then. In that case. Yes, alright, I'm gonna stop by. Multi-attack. -4 again.
That's a hit for
On the wolf, yeah?
11 damage. No. And your knowledge of the werewolf curse, you had no idea how long it takes or how it works.
I've rolled 1 every time with claws.
3 more damage. It's a missed claws. Still a hit. For 1 damage. Total. Alright, they fail and take 12 points of psychic damage. How do you do this with Nisha?
I just imagine that whatever weapon she has in hand, she's doing a Sailor Moon full transformation, comes up, wraps around seemingly nothing, but something, and pulls through and it just dissipates.
Yep. A fleshy ribbon reaches out from Nisha. Like kawaii peace sign, yeah. Nope, none of your characters have dark vision. Yep, 4 points of damage. Alright. Are you doing fire or necrotic?
I'm gonna do fire, actually, I'll do necrotic so I get the d12 of it.
Alrighty. Yeah, I need to add that into that skill. I'm gonna have to add it in manually. So 15 down to 7 damage. 7 damage total to it as your skull hits it. Sorry, it's 8 damage, it's not 7. 8 damage total. And as your skull hits it, you can hear a crack and a snap as at least 1 or 2 of its ribs shatter inside it, and it grips its body, bloodied. Alright. The mist that ran away comes back with a vengeance. No longer frightened. And it can't quite make it to you. So it's going to go this way. And then it's going to dash on top of Raktish and end its turn. And Franklin sees this. The rest of you don't, but Franklin clearly sees it. He watches as the 2 cuts he made across its chest close up. The rib that was shattered and broken inside it repairs itself, and the vampire spawn stands back up with some of its wounds no longer there. And it leans forward and tries to bite Franklin. And misses. Lucky Franklin. And then it tries to slash him with a claw across the neck. And hits Franklin for 9 points of slashing damage.
Can he parry it?
Parry will not bring his AC up high enough to stop it, because it hit a 24.
Oh, yeah, no.
And then it makes a book for it into the mist. So Acheron, Smelzy, and Franklin will get an opportunity attack against it before I move it. As it runs off into the mist.
Will Franklin get an attack with it?
Yes, he gets one attack with his scimitar. That's a miss from Smelzy.
Oh, thank you. You're welcome.
That's a crit from Franklin. So Acheron hit it for 7. We'll do that first. Smelzy missed. And then Franklin seizes the opportunity and plunges his scimitar right into its chest, aiming for the heart, which staggers the vampire spawn, slowing it down by 10 feet. So it gets to go 5, 10, 15, 20. Woo! It runs out here. And from Franklin, it takes 5 points of damage. And ends its turn. Franklin. It disappeared from sight into the darkness, but he saw where it ran.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he'll just run to it.
At disadvantage now because of the mist of the darkness. Miss. 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 He's a bit overeager there, poor Franklin. Staring down a vampire in the darkness. Yes. Raktish is very confused as to exactly what's going on because he doesn't even know these monsters are here, let alone where they are, but he's going to make a perception check to try and figure it out. Alright, he can spot the vampire spawn, so he's going to run this way and then dash this way and try and get in front of it to stop it from escaping. After his battlefield assessment, Nibbler, it is your turn. As you stand underneath Nisha's tutu. Yes, yeah, you all would have seen where it went. Uh, your perception does allow you to spot these things pretty easily now. You're more familiar, particularly with the mist. You can see one directly next to you, seemingly looking hungrily at Smelzy. Yes, because of flanking. That's a hit. For 23 points of damage. How do you do this?
Okay, well that I guess that doesn't it out. He just punches his fist and just sees it goes.
Disappears in a puff of smoke. Because it's moving through other creatures, I think.
Yeah.
5, 10, 20, 25, 30. You can get to there. Yeah, either of those two squares for 30. Can dash. Alrighty. Fang, it's your turn. You. Yep. No. Smelzy cannot see this thing at all. Through the mist and total darkness, it's totally blind to it. Can make a perception check in order to detect its location, and then yes. If you've got that was advantage 14. Yep. So yeah, Smelzy can detect that there's a monster here and make a single attack, or make an attack against it. That's a hit. For 4 points of damage. Alright, still your turn, Fang. Oh, it's actually an action. Nibbler shouldn't have been able to dash. Oh well, you can dash as a bonus action for free because
Technically, yeah.
uh,
That's fine. I don't mind.
you're little. I thought you. I forgot you're not a goblin.
I'm going to aim my a throw of my thing in front of Smelty and hope that it's right there.
Alright, you're gonna throw it now. Keep in mind because you're throwing into the darkness and you can't see it. If you miss and are within 10 points of the intended target, so if you roll between a 5 and a 15, which would be a hit for 15, so you need 5 or less to not hit anybody. If you roll between a 5 and a 15, you'll hit an ally instead.
That's amazing. This holy water, I think you guys are needing.
Oh, you're throwing holy water? Okay, that doesn't matter. It's harmless to everybody else. None of the undead companions are there.
And
Alright,
the last one for today.
you're gonna spend your
Yes, sir.
heroic die. Alrighty, that's a hit for 6 points of radiant damage. And you hear the first sound this creature makes upon being hit as it takes damage and screeches in pain, recoiling from the holy water.
And with that, that's my turn.
Alright, Darius, it's your turn.
Really dumb question. Are you still covered in holy water?
Yes, he is.
And how would you feel about Acheron swinging like a weapon? Oh god. I mean, this is a good idea. Go for it. Oh, it is a horrible idea. It's just not gonna
Any damage Acheron deals will deal damage to both characters. To both Fang.
Acheron thinks it's a good idea.
Acheron definitely thinks it's a good idea.
Acheron might pick up Fang from the feet and sword.
Fang, you contest this action.
I mean, I don't think I could.
You can try. You can definitely attempt to dodge it.
I feel like Acheron just grabbing me by the feet like he wants to, considering he's 30 feet tall, is much more, reminds you of like a Hulk in Loki.
Yeah.
I might actually help.
So you're choosing to accept it and let it happen? Alright. Fang, you unwillingly get picked up by the feet as by Acheron. Acheron, you can make your what is it, 3 claw attacks? I think. Yep. So it will be improvised damage instead of claw damage. So it'll only be 1d4 from the club plus 2d6 if it hits from the holy water. I'm gonna say the holy water will only apply to the first 2 swings. After that, it'll have all flown off. So, no, Acheron cannot see. He's doing this blind. So if he misses, he's gonna hit friends. Acheron doesn't have dark vision in werewolf form. Does it? Oh, it does too. My bad. It's not applied to the token. My bad. But yeah, he's still obscured, so he's still won't hit friendlies, but he's still at disadvantage. But then advantage, so normal because of flanking.
I just because I can't see the token is all. So, Fang, I choose you. I'm just imagining like how he moved a little bit and he just grabbed you by the feet and then just kept carrying you.
Alright, make 1 claw attack, and I'll do each of them separately. That's a miss. Alright. Half of the water droplets fly off into the darkness. The next one. Alright, you need a 3 to hit. That's a hit. Fang, please roll the 2d6 for your own bodily holy water.
Fantastic. How much damage do I take?
You take 10 bludgeoning damage as he smashes you into this vampire spawn.
Nice. This was oh yeah.
So you take 10. This thing takes 5. And then 2d6, please, Fang, for the holy water.
Oh
10 radiant damage as the holy water smashes into this creature. The second swing is also a miss.
less than 2 times. I've got another.
No, you need a 3.
Oh,
That's just a hit. Alright, Fang, you take 13 points of bludgeoning damage. The vampire spawn takes 6. Another 2d6, please, Fang, for your holy water. 5 damage. As the vampire spawn is left barely alive after 2 swings, and all of the holy water has flown off Fang, but Acheron can't see this in the murky depths of the mist and the black and white of darkness, so he will swing again.
I will. However, do I need to use Fang against well? You wouldn't know that that's the case. I'm just two-handing you at this thing. Yeah. There we go.
That's a hit.
That's a down.
You take 11 points of bludgeoning, Fang, and are left on barely alive. Acheron, you swing for the third time with Fang, hearing again for the third time sickening crunches and screams from Fang as Fang's head smashes into the vampire spawn's head, breaking its neck, and as it collapses to the floor and twitches on its spot, it utters one sentence. My master shall get you for this! And then it disintegrates into dust.
I sheath Fang in my as a weapon in battle. To be fair, Acheron was which is I feel like you're doing this in a way like a weapon. You're just like, alright, that was a good weapon. Kill this thing. Oh shit, and like put you away on its back.
You are now strapped to the back of a shapeshifted werewolf ogre orc thing.
Feet in the air.
And
Darius,
with that, combat is over.
Darius, can you do something about Acheron, please? Oh man, what? Can't see anything. What are you talking about? I try to
Alright, roll me an acrobatics to dismount safely from Acheron. It's not too difficult, but there's a risk of you falling and killing yourself. Alright, you are like tied on and your foot is hooked over a little bit of hard fur on Acheron's back, a protruding spike, and you reach up and unhook yourself, forgetting that you're 15 feet off the ground, and you fall 15 feet and take 11 points of damage and hit the ground. No, because he doesn't know he's doing it. Acheron doesn't know. Acheron turns around and watches as Fang's head and neck hit the ground, and a snapping sound happens, and Fang is unconscious on the ground. Darius runs over, touches a pair of fingers to your forehead, Fang, and you stop dying. guess the healing lick, the second wind. You get 6 hit points as Smelzy expends their healing wind, a second wind, to heal you.
I feel a little groggy, guys. Hi. Mind well also you. That's all I could imagine Afron doing in the background. Very good weapon. Thanks, buddy. I'm gonna go to bed. You see me just like falling asleep again. You're like, no, you should probably stay awake. Concussion's not. Just like trying my best to protect me from Akron at this point. Sneaking around amongst the wolves.
Trying.
Spider attacks.
Poor Acheron.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, doable these spider attacks. I need to get some psychic and radiant pistol for Akron. Alright, guys, I think that's it, eh? I think we should have a little sleep. I think we need to finish sleeping. That was a bit too early. Let's fly for the night. You good, Franklin?
Yes, boss. And he eagerly looks over his, not eagerly, frighteningly looks over his shoulder for a brief moment at Akron. Um, are we friends with that thing? He whispers in your ear. Didn't we kill that thing the other day?
Which thing? Oh my god, what the fuck? What?
Yeah, that thing.
What the fuck? Get away from it. What the fuck is this? It's fine, it's just Akron. Go to sleep. No, he's already falling asleep. Me and you. Is it attacking you?
It looks down at you and growls.
If it attacks me in the middle of the night, I am going to kill it and kill you. Cool? Cool. You need to go to sleep. I don't trust this, Franklin. You come with me. I'll protect you, actually.
Apologies, stream. I didn't realize it's paused for you guys. Hopefully I've fixed it now. As he shouldn't. Why are you rolling a d100?
It's something you have to do in real life D&D. Please start rolling dice and waiting for things to be fixed.
What needs to be fixed? Everything's fine. You all go back to bed. What? Where the fuck is Fang?
He's there.
Oh, he's hiding. Okay. Smothering.
Get it.
Oh. Alrighty, so
PTSD of Akron.
if you want to roll on the insanity table as a result of seeing this thing, you're welcome to. I'm not going to force you to because you do know it's an ally, but that was pretty traumatic. So if you want to roll on the table, I would highly suggest it.
Let's go short term.
Alright, please make a roll on the short term madness table. after being used as a club. You are paralyzed in fear. You return to your dogs, and the moment that they cover you up, the fear overtakes you, the trauma sets in, and you become paralyzed.
Sleep. Don't leave me.
Alrighty.
Gotta lick me and make me feel better and sleep. I'm a bad weapon. I'm not a good weapon. Why am I a weapon?
Alrighty. You all. You all return to bed, and as you're settling in for sleep, Acheron returns to his original form. Darius, although 3/4 asleep, you uncover a new element of Acheron's power that you didn't know before. The shapeshift only lasts 10 minutes. Yes. I spelled alpha wrong very badly.
Got it now. No changing. Yes, Acheron.
Alrighty. So, time continues to pass. After another 4 hours, you all awaken in the morning. So, you all get a long rest. Actually, no, you won't get a long rest. You'll need to sleep for another 4 hours in order to benefit because there was combat in the middle of the night.
I'm actually sleeping for an extra 4 hours.
Continue sleeping. Anybody against that? Anybody going to wake up? Fang doesn't get a choice. He's paralyzed. Alright. You sleep in until 10 a.m. in order to benefit from long rests. So you will get a long rest. It is a new day. Now I want to see if this works as intended. It did not. Alright, Darius, you don't get communicated this, but it's more a feeling you get from Acheron. You uncover yet another restriction on his shapeshift form. It appears that even though it's a new day, his shapeshift ability, he's unable to use it. It has not recharged. And you realize that his ultimate form, his corrupted form that he transforms into, has a 1 in 10 chance of coming back every day because it's so unstable at the moment. As you learn, you can definitely try to do that if you want. You can channel your spell slots. How many are you going to channel? How many is that in total? That's... You have 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 levels worth of spell slot. Alright, you channel all 10 into Acheron in an attempt to stabilize his power. And you can feel this corrupted form absorbing all this energy, but you're unable to stabilize it even with all your magic. You feel you're about a fifth of the way there to stabilizing it.
As I've been mentioned for a while.
What do you mean? What the fuck
Uh,
you do?
I need to do a thing in the next 5 days. I'm just gonna mend a few things. You guys got this.
But so what are we doing?
No, I got cantrips. I got my little bits. Just keep stashing my little bits.
Acheron always smash, and he slams his fists together.
Acheron is on it. Look at that.
And he flexes.
Get out of the fire. Sit in the fire. Sit in the fire.
Fang trips over the smouldering ashes of the fire in fear.
I think we need to get going, guys. We need to continue trying to get Francesca and shit like that. Plus, we gotta like, you did promise about with Raktish and going with the assassins and doing that.
Yeah, time to go.
We probably should head on. You all ready to go?
Wouldn't mind. Let's go.
Alrighty. You guys heading to the assassin meat spot first?
How close is it on the map?
6 hours away.
And what's the other one?
The one with Francesca is deep in the swamp. It's 12 hours away. 12 and a half.
Oh yeah, so we're going to the assassins first. That's right. Alright.
Alright, you travel the 6 hours. And you make it to the edge of the swamp. And Raktish informs you that this is the spot he was told to meet his contact after fulfilling his contract to murder you guys. And he says that the contact should either be there or should be there the day after. Be there tomorrow. It's either today or tomorrow. The contact was a little bit vague about exactly when the meetup would be.
Okay, and what was the agreed upon, Raktish? What were the exact words of the contract?
I was to bring them the heads of the three of you for 1,000 gold each, I think. Again, I'm a bit low on work these days, so the contract wasn't exactly 100% clear.
That's fine. I'm just thinking about the wording. We need to figure out how to give you some fake heads.
He looks at you, puzzled.
No, I mean not like literally heads, but like, because I don't want you to. Well, how about this? How about this, right? We're gonna set up a little. We're gonna set up like a little place for you can meet with him. Right? So it looks like it's where we set up a not like a. How about this?
So you want to ambush the messenger.
It was a messenger? Mate, surely he's got information on where the contact is, because you don't know the name of the dude, right?
No, I don't.
Do you have any information about the person who,
All I know is they said they were a messenger from. He seems to pause for a moment. Let me. From Alzagor, I think was the name they used. Yes, Alzagor. Messenger from Alzagor with a contract for me. They were an orc dressed in these sort of strange priestly robes. I can't tell you much more than that.
well, we are going to ambush them. Mainly, we also need information. So, yeah, we're gonna have to ambush them in the sense of getting information from them.
So you want to capture them? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, we need to find out whether people are trying to, do this. Because I don't know about you, but I don't want my head on a plane. And if we find them, all the better. What's everyone else's thoughts?
Well, we have a bit of time. Why don't we make a pit trap and lead them to the pit trap?
Well, we don't want to kill the fella.
Not kill, just a trap.
Okay. You know how to make one?
I mean, dig a hole, put some leaves on top. Not too difficult.
Okay, I mean, do you want to be in charge of that then?
Sure. I think you'd probably be the best at punching a hole or digging a hole. Either or.
Digging a hole? What?
Yeah. Scott watches a guy with a shovel.
Well,
I
I'm
mean,
holding a shovel behind me.
yeah, but also he could do one punch and make it deep enough to trap someone quickly.
Yeah, but like, you also got dogs who can dig.
Yeah, sure, they can dig.
You think of me as punching a hole or just punching men? I'm a person too, you know.
It's more about efficiency, right? You 10 minutes. My dogs maybe like an hour.
I don't care. I'm tired.
Sure, take a rest. Smells you blood, you're up. Just ignoring the guy standing there with a shovel, like pick me. Not like pick me, I'm more like put me away. Like that sounds like a lot of effort for no bones. So it's time to dig a hole.
So you want to build a pit trap?
I think so.
Okay. So are you going to set up camp or just stand out in the open? Is camp the plan?
Semi-camp, right?
Alrighty. So I'm going to pull you back to here. Please set yourselves up wherever you want to be to hide, and please mark where you want to put the pit trap.
Well, we want to put the pit trap right in this spot.
Yep.
Not there, basically.
You guys decide exactly where you want to put it. It's your plan. Feel free to draw. Let me know.
Is this the meeting spot?
This is the meeting spot. Just pretend there's no road there. You find a little rock and some trees and stuff. Your Raktish tells you that the messenger will most likely be coming from somewhere over this side, coming from the swamp. So to the left is the swamp.
Well, what do you think about this, Raktish? If you greet them over here and tell them to come over that way, we make a big pitfall there.
Sounds like a good plan.
You guys okay with that?
Yeah, sure.
And you see him clench his fingers into a fist. They're okay.
Franklin, I'm gonna give you the hide in here, and hold the blanket over you so you don't fall over. Okay?
Uh,
So what if?
hiding. Alright, Franklin tries to hide himself.
And I'm gonna also cover it with a bigger blanket.
I use a charge of speaking animals as well, so I can very clearly explain what the goal is now. So, guys, the plan is you're basically going to dig as deep a hole as you can to kind of get someone's attention. So it needs to be deep and wide.
Alright, they start digging in the places that you guys have drawn. Is anybody else helping?
3.
Alright, you climb. You're gonna climb all the way to the top? How far up you gonna climb? It's a 40-foot high tree.
I'm not going that high. I'm going up in the branches that it kind of hides me, and then I can get off real easy, and maybe like.
Alright, the lowest branches are 15. Because you're small, you could probably hide there. If you want like leafy camouflage, you'd have to go up to about 20 feet.
Yeah, I'll go to about 15-ish feet, and just do the hide action.
Alrighty, roll me a stealth check.
Would it be an advantage or?
No, just normal. Alright. You go into stealth. Alright, the dogs begin digging with their claws. Is anybody else going to help them dig?
They should be okay. They got big paws.
Yes, it's still going to take them a fairly long time to dig a hole that big and deep enough to fit a human in it and cover it up so as not to be hidden.
Well, the covering up part I haven't.
Okay, cool. You reckon it'll probably take them an hour, maybe an hour and a half, just the two of them? Alrighty. An hour and a half passes.
I then speak to the nearby grass trees.
Hmm.
Tell them what the current plan is. So they can do slight slow action slash movement. What I want them to do is, over the span of the next couple hours, is stretch out their tendrils and start creating a big open hole. So the tendrils, their roots, create a kind of fake floor.
So the way the spell's written, that's not going to work because they're not able to uproot or move about, but they can move branches, tendrils, and stalks. So they can't make a floor out of roots from that spell, unfortunately.
You can turn difficult terrain into undergrowth. You can turn ordinary terrain into difficult terrain. Force-wise, vines and branches can hinder pursuers, for example. Plants might be able to form other. The spell doesn't let them uproot themselves, but it can freely make branches, tendrils, and stalks. So my plan is to make the grass roots kind of push across and like join together, and potentially sprinkle leaves on top of that, which I will do at the end.
Alrighty, do you have the plant growth spell? No, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, I'm just trying to find a thematic way for you to empower the plants because they wouldn't be able to cover that much in any reasonable amount of time without being empowered. Yeah, okay, here we go. Enhance ability. I will need you to cast enhance ability on the tree that Nibbler is in, and then it will be able to grow its roots across, making a semi-platform that will not be very strong. They'll be fairly thin, weak roots, but it can do it.
I don't have enhance ability.
Yes, you do.
Do I?
Yeah, it's a second level spell. It's just not prepared.
Oh, I do too. Just not prepared.
But seeing as this was your plan, I'm gonna say that you prepared it in the morning.
Sure.
If you want, or actually, I'll just say you cast it as a ritual. Don't whatever.
So enhance that tree.
You enhance the tree, and then you speak to it, and you watch as roots slowly move themselves across the ground and form almost like a bridge. But you realize these roots are really flimsy. They wouldn't hold more than 10 pounds of weight.
Dear tree, could you also potentially shed some of your loose leaves from underground?
And you watch as all the trees around you shake and big piles of leaves begin to form at their base.
Basically climb them up like yeah, some kind of tree. Kind of create a fake floor.
Alright, and you guys successfully create a pit trap.
I now have to run around the. How tall is this tree?
About 5 feet.
They climb that. Okay, Rektash, the trap is set. All you gotta do is lead them into it. Also, don't leave them hanging.
He nods. He saw you make it. He's pretty aware.
Just in case.
Roger, Roger.
Yeah.
Alright, so Nibbler and Franklin are hiding. Darius is sitting around in the camp. What is everybody else doing?
Well, I need a way to hide. My might be slightly problematic. Mm, maybe over here. Is my thing still working? Can I get it to shed some more leaves so these two can prone down inside?
You will not get enough leaves out of these trees to hide two large dire wolves.
Can I do it anyway?
You can get a bunch of leaves. You'll get enough to maybe stick it to the wolves and camouflage them,
My goal is to make them dig tiny little poop-sized holes
and then cover them up.
and cover them with the leaves. Yes.
Alrighty, yep. I'll just say they dig some holes,
Dig some little holes, guys. I'll cover you up.
and please roll stealth checks for both of them.
In this case, if they're not hidden well, I will be telling you that they're not hidden well enough that I can see them. There's them. Blood.
Alright, you watch as both wolves dig perfect holes to fit their bodies, and the leaves that you place on top of them, you turn around to grab some more leaves, turn back, and they vanished from sight. They blended in perfectly with the ground and the grass, the green leaves hiding them.
Good job, guys. You stay there, hopefully for not too long. Make yourself comfortable. Might be in for a little couple hours. And then climb the tree nearby. Just high enough to be inside the branches.
Alright, so you climb up 15 feet. Roll me a stealth check. Darius, so you guys did move. This is a different camp location than the one you were at before. So you've moved up to the meeting spot and set up a new camp at the end of the day. Alright, you get up in the tree. And you just sort of sit on a branch and let your legs dangle down below you.
Alright, guys, everyone else in their spots?
Hiding in the tents. Alrighty. I'll need a stealth roll from each of your characters. Please, Darius. Why is Acheron so good at stealth?
He's a beast.
Nisha with the perfect stealth.
Nisha transcends sight.
Alrighty, everybody gets into a hiding position. And you wait an hour, and the sun is just starting to go down, get a little bit of twilight, and you hear Raktish speak. Oh, he approaches. He approaches. And a few minutes later, a figure appears on the edge of your camp, flanked by two large ogres with a mace in one hand, a helmet, and an armored shoulder all the way down to the wrist on the other hand, stopping along behind him. And he walks forward. And he stops and speaks to Raktish. Ah, Raktish, it's good to see you, my little murderous hellion. And Nibbler, you can see this orc that Raktish spoke of. You recognize him. Please roll me a history check to see how much you remember. Why did that roll not go through? Did you roll a history check, Nibbler? Oh, it didn't come through. Oh, there we go. A 15. Alright. You definitely recognize this orc. In fact, you remember him from the herb cave. He was hiding up on the ledge up the top, and I believe you were the one who actually went up there and rescued him and told him to flee from the cave. He was meant to meet you in Habrasig, but never saw him again until now. And he continues speaking to Raktish and says, So, where are these heads that you promised me in exchange? And he holds up a bag and jingles it for this coin that you so desperately want. Raktish responds, the heads of those three miscreants, I have them here in my camp. If you just come with me, we can get them. We can share a meal around the fire. Your ogre guards can just wait there. I'm sure we can get this done quickly. And Herzog is going to roll an insight. He looks at Raktish with a distrustful and concerned look and says, well, why should I enter your camp? Can we not do the deal here? And he takes a single step forward, and he's now teetering right on the edge of the pit trap. His foot is literally touching one of the vines, but it does not break. It's just his toes tickling it. And he says, you wouldn't be trying to shank me and take this gold for yourself, would you? And he clicks his fingers, and both of the ogres step forward. And Raktish responds and says, oh no, he holds his hands up. No, 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 I'm not trying to deceive you or kill you or take your money. I simply wish to do our transaction around the heat of a fire, or something like that. Please, join me so we might do business as fellow Orcan creatures. Zag is going to roll another insight against Raktish's persuasion. And Urzeg looks at Raktish and says, You make some weird business propositions. But if that is what must be done, then that is what we will do. Guards, enter the camp, and we will see what this creature is really up to. And they all take a step forward. And it is here, as Urzeg takes another step out onto the vines, that he steps into them and right through them, and falls 10 feet into the ground. And his ogres are standing right on the edge as they watch him fall through. And they're very heavy, like they are chunky. And they're standing right on the edge, and the earth actually crumbles underneath them. And they both will make dexterity saving throws, as they will fall in the hole if they fail. Alright. Herzog and this ogre war chief. Herzog. Fuck's sake. Come down here. And this chief fall into the hole. This one falls prone, but does not fall into the hole, as the ogre war chief and Herzog hit the ground. And it is here that we will oh damn it, my game froze. We will roll initiative. As the trap has been sprung and you all spring into action, having deftly avoided Herzog's notice. I don't
Maybe
know.
then Franklin rolled a 1.
Y'all are rolling normally. I'm rolling at disadvantage. And I had a 16 and yeah,
Still rolled better than your 5.
roll even better than that.
I have no idea why you're rolling with disadvantage.
I call shenanigans.
No idea where that's coming from. Doesn't tell me. 10 was your first roll anyway, so I'll keep that stays as it is. Where's Franklin? Franklin's in combat. Is that everybody? Yes, that appears to be everybody. And we will begin combat as Raktish pulls forth his crossbow and fires it at the Ogre War Chief still above ground. At disadvantage because he's prone, but he still hits and does 9 points of damage. This war chief stands up from his position down in the hole, and he's tall enough that when he stands up, his head is poking up out of the hole, and he climbs up out of the hole 10 feet and then goes 10 feet this way and swings his great maul at Raktish. Twice, hitting Raktish with 13 damage and 12 damage. And he says some fairly simple words. You put me in hole. You die now. And he smashes Raktish with his maul twice. Fang, it's your turn. Alright, they will get their first attack will be at stealth, so advantage. And then they will lose the hiding effect. Yes. That's a first hit for 11 damage. Yes. Not level 5 yet. Alright, fish for the crit. Otherwise it'll be as is. Just roll a normal d20. No. No crit.
Smallsy then moves here.
That's
Thing will use from here. He will use. Is it all the way up? Oh, it's 35 feet away.
yeah.
Well, actually, anyway.
You are actually 30 feet away from one of its squares. You should be able to do that. Just move you ever so slightly. Cast it, and they'll move you back.
He's a large creature anyway, isn't he?
Yes.
That's okay.
I believe that means they're immune to the pull, right? Alright, what you going to do instead?
Great question. There's a weapon in his hand?
Yeah, massive club. Great maul.
Pull his weapon to his head, actually.
Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
I am going to try to pull his weapon. That's a great idea.
Alright, I'll move you closer. So, pull your thorn whip. Because you're doing a aimed shot, you'll need to beat his AC by at least 2. So you need to get a 19 or higher.
This is... I will spin him, right? So it'll be advantage.
Yes.
That's a no.
That's a miss. And you lose your hidden status. Yes. You going to? Okay. Alright, so you don't deal any damage with the Thorn Whip. What happens instead is, please roll me 1d8 plus 5. As it deals half the club's damage plus his strength modifier. He deals 12 damage to himself as you grab his weapon and smash it back into his own face. And he goes, "Oh, what was that?" And he turns around to face you and sees you in the tree. Darius, it's your turn. Yep.
First use multi-attack, it's just an attack. It can't be like an attack and a shove or anything, can it?
So he has 2 as part of his attack action. You can replace one of those with a shove.
I would love to do that.
Yep.
Can I attack him once before he does?
Yep, and then you can attempt to shove him.
And then, yeah, try and push him back into the hole.
Yep, of course.
Aiming, if I could, aiming for the other members there.
You'd have to push him 10 feet. You don't have enough strength for that, for how big he is.
There's 18 strength, is that enough?
Not for a, like, 800 kilogram ogre.
Do I have advantage with him? Because
Hiding, yes, but otherwise no. From hiding, you do.
go for that.
That's a hit. For 18 points of damage. Yep, you should be able to click the shove button. Oh, it doesn't have a thing built into it. Okay, so make a... I believe it's an athletics. Let me just read it. Yes, it is athletics. Okay, and he contests it with either athletics or acrobatics. He does not beat a 25 and gets pushed back 5 feet bloop, and falls into the hole, which is 10 feet deep. So please roll a d6 as he takes 1d6 damage from falling in the hole.
Any opportunity attack from Smelzy?
Blood and Smelzy will get an opportunity attack as I allow them from forced movement. Actually, Raktish will too because he's gonna fall into the hole. So everybody gets an opportunity attack.
Oh, this is going fantastic. I should just play Acrobatics with Darius to
Right.
do nothing.
That's a hit for
Right. Advantage.
8 points of damage. That's a hit for 14 points of damage. And Raktish can't make an opportunity attack. He's holding a crossbow. So he falls in the hole, taking the 3 damage.
Assassin be holding a crossbow.
Because he shot this one. Because he didn't think the ogre would be able to climb out. Because he's not that smart. Alright, Darius, it's still your turn. You've got 4 more tokens to do.
Advantage or
Against this one, advantage.
the other one that
He can't see that one because he's in the hole.
rolled 2 30s?
That's a hit
Yes.
for 8 points of damage. That would be 30.
I'll go any further anyways. Who and what can I see? Can
This one,
I roll?
you can. Yeah, you can see everybody. You can see everybody. I just have to think about it for a sec. At advantage, you're hiding. Disadvantage crossbow. Yeah, so normal. Thank you for remembering that. That's a miss. That's a miss.
Let's hope this works. Honestly, I'm going to read something really quick. Touch.
That's a hit.
Add 11 to that. 18.
18 damage to that guy.
And as it happens, Nisha, this is how you do it.
Poor Nisha. She sheds a ghost tear.
Minor illusion. I think that's it. Go.
Alrighty. The messenger stands up and you hear him renounce a prayer of some kind and then shout in Orcish. So, if any of you understand Orcish, you will understand what he's about to say. He says, Smite these fools, you useless louts. And both of the ogres pull a javelin and throw it with their offhand. This one's going to throw it at Raktish. Even though it's disadvantage, it still hits. For 11 damage. And this one throws one up at Daniel. And hits. Yeah, to the face. As Daniel gets impaled and falls to the ground in a pile. And then he roars an aggressive tone and attempts to climb up the edges of this pit. He's going to make an athletics check, see if he can climb this cliff. And you watch as he sort of runs up the wall 10 feet, 15, 20, 25, 30, and retreats behind the other ogre. And he crouches down behind it, taking cover. Nibbler, it is your turn. Alright, you climb down the tree. Hold on. Why is it not? There you go, you should be able to move it now. Remember, you've used 15 to get down. Yep. He turns around. You don't detect any recognition in his face. It doesn't appear that he remembers you. He says, I'm after you because Alzagor commands it. And that's all you get, unless you want to spend your reaction. You won't be able to because you dashed. You can't do an offhand without doing a main hand attack, unfortunately. So you want to see if you know who or what Alzagor is? I'm going to save you from spending an action on it. You have absolutely no idea what that name is. It's a name you've never heard before. Okie dokie. Alright, this guy gonna stand up. I said, I protect you, master, and he's gonna step over here. And he is going to attempt to punt Nibbler. Let me do that properly. Delete. Target. Punt. Normal. Normal. Alright, Nibbler. He hits you with an uppercut from his armored fist. And you recognize this would send a normal creature flying, but you're a bit tougher than most. Although it still hurts a bit, as you take 9 points of damage, and even though you succeeded, are pushed 10 feet as you go flying over this way. And then he steps forward again into your line of fire. Franklin, it is your turn. What is Franklin going to do?
Franklin's going to take the sheet off and come outside. He is going to target the Boss Warrior.
Alright. At advantage, but then disadvantage to normal. Yeah, so it's a normal attack. Because he's prone, it's disadvantage from a ranged weapon. First one is a hit for 9 points of damage. Another 9 points of damage. And you can see this war chief that's in the ground. He's got quite a few arrows and bolts in him. He's got lots of cuts on him. He is almost entirely red from the amount of blood that he's covered in. He's very bloodied. Is that your turn, Franklin? Alrighty. Raktish is going to pull his longsword, and instead of doing a multi-attack, is going to channel both of his attacks into one and attempt a coup de grace to finish off this war chief as he jumps into the hole, longsword held high, and attempts to bring it down on the ogre's neck. So he will do a normal attack with a +5 advantage to hit, and if he hits it and does enough damage and kills it, you get a special bonus. It's advantage because it's prone. It's a hit. He hits and kills this ogre war chief. Nibbler, you're about the only one who can actually see this actually take place. You watch as Raktish raises his weapon, leaps into the hole, and brings it down with surgical precision right through the war chief's neck. And his head just slowly peels off and clatters to the ground. And Raktish stands up and strikes a heroic pose. And as a result of that coup de grace, he gets an action back. As he then climbs up, uses that action. He went 5, 10, 25 feet down, and he dashes up here after climbing out of the hole and lands next to Urzog, pointing his weapon at Urzog's neck. and says, "Surrender, messenger, before I do to you what I just did to your companion." And he will roll an intimidation against Herzog's insight. And Herzog replies, "You may have beheaded one of my companions, but I have another, and I am more than enough to fight you." And Fang, it is your turn from your little perch. What you gonna do?
I have a question.
Yep.
Smallsy is rather big, right?
Large size, yeah.
And now I don't want to do this without, alternatively, I just climb up and climb down, right? But to make it easier for everybody else, I'd like to put my paws between the two edges of it and essentially create a bridge for him.
So you want him to stretch out like a bridge across?
Yeah.
You can definitely do that, but every time somebody crosses you, Smelsy will have to make an athletics check to maintain that position. It's not exactly a natural position for a wolf.
That's very good. Smallsy climbs up 5 feet after moving the 10, 15, 20 now. Movement speed 50.
Yep.
Smallsy goes 5 feet down. 10. To here. That's a big no. I move to here.
Yep.
Then I attack him with my cane.
That's a hit for 6 points of damage. And Smellsy's teeth rip a hole in his ass cheek, which begins to pour blood out.
Blood moves the same up the mountain, so that is 45. And he's going to dash around there for the final 20 movement. It'll be difficult terrain, so did you want me to make a...
No, she's got more than enough. Difficult just doubles your amount of movement needed. So with 100 feet, that's easy. Because you dashed. Can't, because you dashed.
Oh, isn't that enough movement?
Dashing uses your action, so you can't use it to attack.
I used the word dash, but I didn't mean dash like dash like move fast.
Oh, no, you wouldn't be able to make it.
That's 30. That's 20.
So that there would be 25, 30 to get down, yeah. And then
50 movement speed.
you could get to...
Yes, 50.
Yes, I'm just working it out because of the lack of space. So you could get to there, and then the difficult terrain starts. You've got 10 left, so you'd be able to go to there. And be teetering on the edge of the hole.
And I would attack the little guy. I can't target him though.
Why not? What?
Oh no, it's not letting me.
It's annoying. Yes. It's a good hit. Alrighty. Deal 13 damage to Urzog, and as Blood does that, she grabs onto his arm and thrashes him onto the ground, slamming him into it, knocking him prone.
Thing climbs down the tree.
Yep.
So that's 15 feet. Moves there, which is how many feet? I've already fucked up.
That would be 25, and you're standing at the bottom of the cliff.
With the remaining 5 up the hill, is that okay?
Yes, so I'll just. Yep, so you got another 30 feet.
Which brings me to. So that's 25. It will bring me. I'll just move.
If you press spacebar while measuring, it'll move your token. But yes, alright. You dash over. Is that your turn? Alright, you heal the Raktish. Darius, it's your turn. There's only one very bloodied ogre left. And an Urzog who's looking a lot less confident now that he's been thrown to the ground.
Acheron has a bonus action aggressive.
Yes.
Going to move around.
His movement is 30. Needs 5 to climb up. Gets. So if you press spacebar, it'll move the 35. So that's 40. And you need 5 to get down. So you'll have 15 left to move forward. So you do have enough to get there. Alright. Bunch of hits at advantage. Still a miss.
At least I didn't get a 1.
It comes back with a vengeance with a second hit for 9 damage. That's a miss. That's a miss. One day. Crit from the lowly skeleton. 14 damage, nothing special, but Why is it double that?
because your critical strikes deal double as normal.
Deal damage as normal, but no additional effect. Yeah, the critical effect is nothing.
Oh, that means I'm very tired.
Yeah, after this combat, well, we're going to call it for the night.
I don't understand this. That's 25 feet. That's also 25 feet. That's 25 feet.
Yeah, because of how the tiles work. Just take all the advantages you can get. You need them.
Stop. Pause. And use a Misty Step on Darius right next to Daniel.
Nice.
Just going to get ready for when this combat is over.
Daniel needs to make a death saving throw. Ooh, okay.
I know you've hidden them, but you've also added a very pretty thing at the top left of their thing so I can see what it is. So I can see a pass or a fail.
Yeah.
This is not fair.
Yeah.
Just say, leave the advantages, take the advantages when you can. Help.
I'm just saying,
I
keeping the roll is sort of pointless, okay?
yeah, I know. I wish I could remove that, but I can't. This guy is gonna stand up, and he's again gonna shout in Orcish and command this ogre to do something useful. And the ogre is going to smash Nibbler with a hammer and miss. And then he is gonna make two longsword attacks. Why won't it let me make them? Against Raktish. Oh, wow, okay. The longsword has not been implemented in this sheet properly. Oh, come on. You stupid.
Ratish did what?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Sword is big.
It's like,
Lol.
it's like huge.
It's sentient. Well,
Just running into Ratish just for the memories, that's fine.
Sorry, I'm just fixing what I broke. There we go. Swings his longsword at Raktish and hits for 11 damage, and swings again. For 9 damage, cutting into Raktish's leathery hide a couple of times. Nibbler, it is your turn.
Nibbler's gonna just move across here, target him, and just swing. I don't need to worry about recklessly because it's already gonna be
Flanking advantage. Yep. That's a hit for 24 points of damage as you bloody him with a single blow. He doesn't look like he could take another one of them punches very well.
Can I do the next hit to try and knock him out?
Non-lethal? Yes.
Yeah,
Yep. Because you're using force damage, I'll allow it. That's a miss.
Can I roll one of my dice?
You definitely can. Use a hero die.
I always forget.
Just roll a d6 in the chat. You're supposed to be able to click it, but it doesn't seem to work half the time. Alright, you hit it for 18 points of damage as he is knocked unconscious. Not dead, unconscious. As you punch him, haymaker him in the back of the head, knocking him out. Sleepy times, he go to bed, boys. The ogre is going to try to avenge its master. It's too stupid to realize it's lost and gonna die. Hits you for 3 damage. And then again. For 6 damage. And ends its turn. Who's going to get the killing blow on the Ogre Warchief? Franklin, it's your turn. That's a hit. Will Franklin finally get to see what his crossbows actually do when they kill something? Nope. He doesn't get to kill it. 5 damage. Raktish is gonna swing. No flanking. That's a miss. And the next one is a hit for 11 damage. That's his turn. Fang, are you going to finish it off? Oh, Smellsy going to finish it off? No, that's a miss. It's no advantage anymore either for Smellsy, but it doesn't matter. That's all good. Missed either way. Does hidden step make you invisible or make you stealthed?
Makes me
Stealth. Okay, hold on. Let me give you.
makes me invisible.
There you go. You're invisible. You get advantage on the attack. It should do it automatically because you have invisible. If not, just select advantage. Lucky you didn't have disadvantage. How do you do this?
Then yeah, it's gonna be nah. In this case, I'd like for it to pull the giant ogre somehow. So I basically wrap around his neck and make him fall back. And as that happens, Nibbler opportunity attacks it.
Alright, Nibbler, you get an opening as Fang's whip pulls the ogre to its side, knocking it off its feet. What do you do with this opening?
I punch it.
Let's see how much you eviscerate this thing. Alrighty. Fang, you pull it to the side, and Nibbler takes the opening, punching it right in the chest. What Nibbler doesn't see as he's turning his attention back to Urzog, you do see a shotgun blast of rib cage and heart flies out the back of this ogre and splatters all across the ground as it stumbles and falls following it. And
Just give a thumbs up.
with that, we will end combat as Urzog is unconscious and everybody else is dead. And a quiet sets over the battlefield as... Actually, I'm assuming you'll spare the dying Daniel. Lost? Nope. Okay, so... Okay. Okay, so you get 2 medicine checks. Well, you get a medicine check, and then he'll make a death saving throw. The medicine... Yeah, so make a medicine check. I believe that's a success. Yes. Yeah. Do you have a healer's kit? Oh, that's right. Yeah, it is a success. Healer's kit makes it automatic. Yeah, so you stop Daniel from dying. You infuse him with a little bit of necrotic power. And he stops dying. Doesn't wake up, but he not dying no more. And that is where we will end the session, as you guys have captured Urzog, Alzagor's messenger.
Give me up 1 HP, even though I know he's not dead, just for the next session. Incapacitated on 1 HP. Yeah, we're about to begin to be like, how did he die? What was the effect? That's exactly what my thought is, just so that next time it's not like, why is he dead? Amazing.
There you go. Actually, I'll give him the unconscious condition. There we go. That is the session. We will pick it up again in 2 weeks, and you guys will get to interrogate your new prisoner. Alright, thank you guys for coming. See yous. Alright, my lovely streamlets, my little flock. That is going to be it for today. I'm going to be ending the stream. I'm going to be joining Duffy Rose in her stream for her birthday. So, we are going to raid her. You're welcome to not join afterwards, but yeah. If you want to catch the next session, we'll be live again in 2 weeks at the same time. hope to see you there. Seems I can't raid Duffy Rose, so that's going to be it for the stream. Can't be bothered finding somebody else to raid. I will be live again tomorrow at some point, probably later in the day. So I look forward to seeing you there. Bye for now.
The silhouette's burning, embers rising high, like a chemical fire. The flame won't die. Intertwine.